Imagine you're in the ER, you're waiting around because you've got a big cut that needs some stitches, a broken bone, and all of a sudden the ER breaks out into panic. And you see it. The door slams open, and there's the person sitting on a stretcher, bleeding everywhere. And you hear it was due to a dog attack. What's your first reaction? What dog did this? And 75% people would say the pit bull. And that's what needs to change. What is a pit bull? Well, according to the AKC, a pit bull is not considered an official breed, rather more a group of breeds brought together, three to be exact. And in 2009, the state of Oregon declared that the pit bull is a grouping of dogs either recognized, registered, or identified as the American Staffordshire Terrier, the American Pit Bull Terrier, or the Staffordshire Terrier. And the American Pit Bull did not arrive until the 1870s from England when the settlers brought them with them. The beginnings of the Pit Bull came between the crossbreeding of the English Bulldog and either the White Rat Terrier or the Black and Tan Terrier. And it wasn't later until the dog started to blossom in the U.S. that it received the name that later became known as the Pit Bull from its original name, the Pit Dog. Now you know where the dog came from. You know what a Pit Bull is. Well, now it's time to tell you a little bit about the American dog. The Pit Bull was used by the United States government during both World War I and World War II as a mascot to sell war bonds and on the posters for both the wars. It was so loyal, trustworthy, smart, and loving that the dog was also nicknamed the Nanny Dog. Then came Sergeant Stubby. Who was Sergeant Stubby? Actually, Sergeant Stubby was a pit bull. During World War I, it was also known as the Hero Dog. It found its way into a 102nd Infantry encampment that it was using for training just before it shipped off to France. The dog was so loved by the men that they smuggled it onto the USS Minnesota. And during Sergeant Stubby's time in France, it boosted morale. It saved countless lives of his fellow troops, sniffed out German snipers, and also received the Purple Heart. Now, how can a dog so vilified, so ferocious, vicious, and banned throughout the world be a nanny dog, an American dog, and a hero? Well, according to Kitsap, the Humane Society in the state of Washington, a study done in the August of 2007 showed that of 4 dog bite attacks, the least severe of those 4 dog bite attacks was the pit bull, requiring minor medical treatment. On the other hand, you had serious life-threatening injuries by 2 of the others and a fatality. Remember, none of the fatality and severe life-threatening was done by a pit bull. But it did find that the news media reported the incident of the dog bite attack by the pit bull over 200 times more by every major news outlet. What else? Oh, you know Michael Vick, the guy who put a serious black eye on the pit bull because from his dogfighting ring, the pit bull has been viewed as a vicious attack killer. That is far from the truth. I own a pit bull, and it is the most loving, friendly, loyal, smart dog you could ever wish for. Perfect around kids, but you need to train it, just like you have to do with every dog. Now, how does this translate? Well, the pit bull does deserve to be America's dog. Because it is true. The pit bull is like any other dog. Man's best friend. Only better. Remember, any dog can be trained to be a vicious fighter or a killer. All it takes is abuse and maltreatment. Now, according to the American Temperament of Testing Society, the pit bull was found to pass with an average score of 85.7% out of 100, compared to that of the Golden Retriever at 84.6, the Poodle at 85%, and the Great Dane at 79%, just to name a few. Making this dog just like any other family pet. Know this: no dog is born, bred instinctively to be aggressive towards any human or any other animal. Let us begin to put the pit bull back where it belongs.